And here is the Writer's Almanac for Saturday. It's the 27th of November, 2021. It's the birthday of the historian Charles Beard, born in Knightstown, Indiana, 1874. He was a professor of history at Columbia, but he resigned in protest in 1917 after Columbia fired some of his colleagues who opposed American entry into World War I. And after that, he never taught in academia again. He ran a dairy farm up in Connecticut, and he wrote a lot of books, including The Rise of American Civilization with his wife Mary in 1927, in which they explained American history in terms of economic principles, said, for example, that the Civil War was not a conflict about slavery as much as it was an economic war that pitted the industrial North against the agrarian South. Charles Beard, who wrote all the lessons of history in 4 sentences: whom the gods would destroy, they first make mad with power. The mills of God grind slowly, but they grind exceedingly small. The bee fertilizes the flower it robs. When it is dark enough, you can see the stars. It's the birthday of the astronomer Honor Celsius, born in Uppsala, Sweden, 1701, who invented the Celsius temperature scale, with water freezing at 0 degrees and boiling at 100. And it's the birthday of the writer James Agee, born in Knoxville, 1909, a film critic in his day, best known now for 2 books, Let Us Now Praise Famous Men, along with the photographer Walker Evans, about the months they spent living with sharecroppers in Hale County, Alabama, in the 1930s. A Death in the Family published in 1957, 2 years after he died in 1955. It won the Pulitzer Prize. Here's a poem for today, a poem noir, an homage to Raymond Chandler, Dana Gioia's poem, In Chandler Country. California night, the devil's wind, the Santa Ana, blows in from the east, raging through the canyon like a drunk screaming in a bar. The air tastes like a stubbed-out cigarette. But why complain? The weather's fine as long as you don't breathe. Just lean back on the sweat-stained furniture, lights turned out, windows shut against the storm, and count your blessings. Another sleepless night, when every wrinkle in the bedsheet scratches like a dry razor on a sunburned cheek, when even 10-year whiskey tastes like sand, and quiet women in the kitchen run their fingers on the edges of a knife and eye their husbands' necks. I wish them luck. Tonight, it seems that if I took the coins out of my pocket and tossed them in the air, they'd stay a moment, glistening like a net slowly falling through dark water. I remember the headlights of the cars parked on the beach, the narrow beams dissolving on the dark surface of the lake, voices arguing about the forms, the crackling radio, the sheeted body lying on the sand, the trawling net still damp beside it. No, she wasn't beautiful. But at that age, when youth itself becomes a kind of beauty, taking good care of your clients, Marlowe? Relentlessly, the wind blows on. Next door, catching a scent, the dogs begin to howl. Lean, furious, raw-eyed from the storm, packs of coyotes come down from the hills where there is nothing left to hunt. In Chandler Country, a poem by Dana Gioia from his collection Daily Horoscope, published by Grey Wolf Press and used by permission here on the Writer's Almanac. Be well, do good work, and keep in touch.